So my name is Jessie Wales. I am the Conservation Science Coordinator at Marine Discovery Center in New Smyrna Beach. My job focuses on shoreline restoration and oyster restoration, specifically the Shuck and Share Oyster Recycling Program. Oysters are important in the Indian River Lagoon ecosystem because they are an ecosystem engineer and they're also a keystone species. When we harvest oysters to eat, if we don't put the shells back in, we're not going to be able to create new oyster habitat. The great thing about Shuck and Share is that in addition to having one staff person coordinating the effort, it's all volunteer run. Today we were working with the American Conservation Experience. They've been working down at Canaveral National Seashore. Today they came out to make oyster bags specifically to put back at Canaveral National Seashore. Shuck and Share was started in 2014. Since then, 6 other counties have adopted the Shuck and Share program in-house to start recycling oyster shells. Collectively as a state, we've been able to recycle over 4.2 million pounds of oyster shells, and that's the weight of the space shuttle at takeoff. So living on the Space Coast and being able to see rocket launches, that's usually one of our most favorite things we get to say.
My name is Jackie Thurlow Lippish, and my husband and I go up in our planes and document the Indian River Lagoon. Ed and I decided to start doing this in the summer of 2013, which is also known as the Lost Summer. We had had months of Okeechobee discharges. We needed to get up in the airplane and document this and show everyone from above. I was going to make sure this made a difference. And we flew the plane over the St. Lucie River, Indian River Lagoon. It had no reflection from the sun, just black water was coming out of the St. Lucie River into the Indian River Lagoon. I grew up here. I've been here since I was 8 months old. I cried that day, and I was mad that day. And we decided we were going to start sharing our photos. We shared them on all social media platforms, and we also shared them with every politician that we could get our hands on. And it started moving the ball. Not everybody has a plane, and we are so fortunate that we are in a position to do what we're doing. Thousands of photographs, hundreds of flights since 2013. I think there's been no better thing, no better feeling than to use the planes to give back.
My name is Mike Canine of the Anglers for Conservation, and we inspire future generations of marine stewards through education, conservation, and fishing. We run a program called Hook Kids on Fishing. The kids that come to our programs are from all over the state. Anglers for Conservation is based out of Brevard County, so the majority of our events are in the Brevard County area, which takes up a majority part of the Indian River Lagoon, estimated 70 miles. Along with fishing, we teach them conservation-minded practices, especially about how to release a fish properly. We want them to be more mindful of what their impact is on the environment when they're actually fishing gear, fishing line. We want to make sure that they're mindful of that and taking responsibility. So you leave nothing but footprints when you leave a fishing area. What we hope is that they remember the event that they came to and continue to get out there and teach their kids about how to be good stewards of this environment. But we can only hope that we definitely gave a little bit of a push in the right direction.
I'm Kelly McGee. I'm the Executive Director of the Riverside Conservancy. It's a nonprofit organization, and we restore shorelines to the natural habitat. Today, we're at Veterans Memorial Park in Edgewater, Florida, and we're planting mangroves and shoreline grasses. We're also cleaning out the water goat. We trap that plastics and we take it out of the water before it reaches the Indian River Lagoon. The Indian River Lagoon is an estuary, which means that it is a place where fresh water from rivers meets the ocean water. And this brackish water creates a perfect nursery for fish, commercial fisheries and recreational fisheries. Shorelines are really the ideal location for these nursery areas. Every shoreline that we plant contributes to additional shellfish restoration, contributes to more fish in the estuary. It cleans the water, it filters the water, it uptakes pollution. Our goal, Riverside Conservancy, we'd like to see a ribbon of green infrastructure, of native plants, of healthy habitats all along our shoreways up and down the Indian River Lagoon.